And we are live. I love how I set up everything except for my damn audio. Oh, God, of course. Without further ado, today we're having a hypnosis session with she's not really hypnosis. She's does identity shifting, and it's more than just hypnosis. But without further ado, let me give her the platform to give her own little explanation. Pardeep.
Hi, thanks, Anna. I'm Pardeep Sandhu, and I'm an identity shift coach. And what that means is I utilize all of the tools that I've been given, that I've experienced, and such as, utilizing the Akashic records and channeling the information and then using my intuition, along with the neuroscience work, which is the mental emotional release work and the subconscious rewiring. And that puts you into a hypnotic state because we're working with the subconscious. And once we do that, we take out the conscious brain, which brings in logic. And so when we have logic, we start thinking about all the things that life has kind of thrown us and we believe and don't believe and whatnot. And when we work within the subconscious, we take out all the filters. And that's really when you're coming in from your heart space and working. So today we'll be doing some of the subconscious rewiring, kind of working on a timeline kind of basis. So that allows Anna to really connect into the subconscious, to connect deeper and to get to where she needs to do for her. So looking forward to today's session. I can't hear you, Anna. It's music.
Hey, I got something to say.
I said yay.
Sick of hearing everyone complain. I know it's tough.
I hear you.
I know there's pain, but hitting bottom is the only way to change.
There's music playing.
I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling, bitch. I'm humbling, keep mumbling, I'll keep doubling. You keep puffing, you've got nothing.
But I also hear music.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
There's always music in the background for the show.
Yeah. But music was louder than you, so.
Yeah, we're putting on something more chill. We're gonna make this a lot more cleaner as we go, but I just wanted to get the content out because I think the most important part is people actually being able to see like what this is like and how it can help you and how it can benefit you. Like, I love what you talked about and I love the quantum benefits of everything, but I love even more that you're like my fucking super secret weapon that I like. Okay, so what we're working on today is Mikkel, who's going to be on the show on Sunday, she actually highlighted something for me, and I think it's what's messing with me is that this is the first time that I'm not having a mask. And I didn't realize that. And now that I do, it's very apparent that like my subconscious is not liking me being naked. And well, I don't know if it's not liking or like how I can like make it chill so it's like happy to play in the spotlight and in the sun. I feel like I've gotten rid of so much, but when it comes to holding space, to keeping attention on me for long periods of time. Actually, let me tell you what happened when I got locked out of the house. So I got locked out of the house yesterday. And I took it as a sign of like, okay, I need to go like meditate and like be with the plants, right? Like I need to go touch some grass or something and like ground myself because I'm doing too much work and not being human. And so, and here's the thing though, I look like such a little slutty patati because I was at home and I was like, I'm vibing, I'm like feeling myself, right? I had a cute little like 2-piece flowery outfit. So I got locked out of the fucking house. I got locked out of the house in this outfit that's like, the things are like this. And I mean, no one was gonna see me. I wasn't leaving. So I was like, it was fine for me to be inside. And I got locked out with the fucking, God. Okay, so the skirt thing, it like shows the midriff, but it flares. And then it cuts off at really short shorts. So, I mean, I want you to really understand it was the cutest outfit, but it was like a fucking like, look at me outfit. And I hated it. And I'm locked out of the house. And then, okay, so I got the house cleaner to send me the extra key. But I had to go stand on the fucking corner in the outfit. in the fucking outfit. And I'm just looking like I'm asking for the attention, but I don't want it. And every car that stopped at Pardeep, it was like, whoop, and they would stop. And I'd be like, fucking go away. And then they would just slowly leave as if, and I could see them like looking, and I'm just like, fuck. Then this is what's like making my, I want to give you this example because it's what's making my nerves all fucked up and like so then the car that I was waiting for with the keys came, but before they came, it was another Honda. I was looking for a gray Honda Accord. I don't know if I'm lagging, but I don't care. So I'm looking for a gray Honda Accord. I'm looking at every gray car that passes by, and this gray, let's see if I can change the microphone, whatever. The gray car that passes by stops in the corner just like all the rest of them. I'm like, Uber? And he's like, no Uber, but you look good, honey. And I was like, damn it, go away. And so then he this is him rolled down the window, right? And you're like laughing. I hate you.
This is amazing.
This is like all my worst nightmares all wrapped up in one, like, leave me alone. So then the guy rolls down his window. He's like, no, but you look good, honey. And then and I think he's leaving, but he doesn't leave. He stops and he's like, oh, I think that's your Uber, honey. And I was like, oh, fucking thank you. The Uber is here. But that guy still didn't leave. So he's just sitting there in the middle of the fucking street with his window rolled down, staring, like gawking at me. And then number 2 comes and he does the same. The Uber driver did the same thing. Like, he handed me the note thing with the key in it, but he was like this, and I like grabbed it, I ran, and I can see them, sense them, feel them both just staring at me as I'm running inside of my house to like escape the vultures. And that's what it feels like, and I want it to not feel like that. Ooh.
Oh my God. So did you laugh at that moment? Did you like laugh at yourself?
Yeah, I'm laughing, but I'm laughing, but what I really want is to, okay, so I know I have yeah, I think it's the microphone that's causing the lag. I know that I have natural magnetism, right? Because there's certain qualities that you have to have that, or certain systems in yourself that you have to really not give a fuck. And I have those inadvertently, so I've always been able to get the magnetism, but then I also thought I was ugly, so I was getting unwanted magnetism. I was really all confused. So my nervous system equates attraction and magnetism and that pull and attention as danger. I'm gonna get hurt, or something bad is gonna happen to me. Or like, even with good things, I think the more money I started making, like the quieter I got, because I didn't want to, I felt like if I told people I was making more money, they would hate me. There's a lot of like not good stuff with being, in the center and like having attention. And I need to be comfortable with that to convert the sales. I can do one-on-one, but it's going to be on a stage this time.
Right. So when people look at you, what does that come up for you? Like when people actually see you, how does that feel for you?
I'm sorry, one more time?
So when people actually see you and they look at you and you notice that you're in that spotlight, right? How does that feel for you?
Scary. Danger. Scary and danger.
And so when you've felt that before,
I feel like a chicken about to be cooked. Like they're looking at me to eat me. Not like, I don't get the benefits. I haven't been seeing the benefits of it. I only acknowledge the dangers of it. Like, I'm a chicken and you're about to cook me, or you're like a man that wants to eat me, or you're a client that wants to like scam me, or like, this is not good. As you can see.
Yeah. Because then all you're seeing is danger signs, right? And that
right.
You go in and then you put on a different face because you don't want them to see your authentic.
And it's Right. And it's gotten better with other things. I mean, with the one-on-one clients, with the small groups, it's gotten a lot better. But when it comes to actually the attention on me, like the example I gave you, or for example, me being in like showing my face without a mask or having this event that's just solely focused on me, fear. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And so if you were to think about the last time that you had that feeling of that fear when people were looking at you,
Hmm.
where was that? When was that?
The last time or the first time?
Well, let's do the last time first.
I really have to think about it. The last time I had someone. I think the last time I had that, where it was like that, was probably when I was on Fresh and Fit. I was highly aware. I was like in enemy territory. I was super understanding of like the psyche between both the guys, and I was understanding about the psyche of the girls. And the chat was like, I felt like the hate. I felt the hate before it even began.
Okay.
And so it's like, even that, right? Like that's a great thing to like utilize where I was for the conversations that we're having. But there's other platforms that are not enemy territory that I could probably use the same magnetism, but instead I'm choosing the uphill battle. And I don't want to do that anymore. I mean, I killed it, but like, you know.
Yeah. And if that was the last time you felt that, when was that first time that you consciously can remember that you felt that fear? Like the first time that you consciously remember that you felt that fear, that people looking at you, that you've got the attention. And you felt danger, you felt fear.
Well, I know I had it growing up with my parents because I was scared of getting whatever reamed. But oh wow, I didn't even realize this. I think every time I was like a new kid at school, I went to like 20 different schools. I forgot about that. Yeah, so every time it was like I was the new kid in school, and it was like, what kind of mask do I need to have here to survive? What kind of like person do I need to be here to be socially accepted so I don't get beat up? Because it was still the 90s and kids were mean. They like I was a fat kid with bifocals, so they beat the shit out of me. But it's weird because even then, like I still had everybody wanted to be my friend. And but like there were kids that wanted to beat me up, but then kids that wanted to be my friend. It was so confusing. Like pick a line.
So when you kept moving from school to school and you were wearing these different masks, were you wearing that same mask, or were you changing the mask to fit into the school that you were going to, or the people?
I changed it to fit the environment.
Okay.
Because there were some times where it was like a really ghetto school in the beginning, and then like I went to like Burbank High later. And those are completely different environments. The first environment, I had to be tougher, and it's like survival of the fittest. And the second environment, it wasn't that great because I didn't know how to assimilate and fully let down my hair. I never learned that until adulthood. So even in that school setting and later on, it was like I was like the weird nerdy kid in high school, if that makes sense. Like I was on the speech and debate team, I was in the soccer team, I was still healthy, but then I got into drugs, and then I like did that whole thing, and then I dropped out, and then I put myself through college later, and like it did the whole 180 thing.
Right.
So it's been a lot of different masks, but it's usually to fit the environment and survival.
Okay. So if you went to 20 different schools, you're wearing 20 different masks. Since you've left school, have you been able to remove all of those masks, or do you think that you're still wearing some of those masks at times, depending on the environment that is associated with the school that you went to?
So I think that I've been working on removing all of the masks, and I think I've gotten to the point where there's no mask, but I don't know for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Now that I understand like how the subconscious mind works and what I've been absorbing and what I've not, it's like very clear to me, like, oh, okay. There's like, okay, when I first started this journey, one of the first things I told one of my coaches was like, I want to be the person that I am when I'm drunk, sober. That girl doesn't give a crap about what anyone's thinking, what anyone says. And like, while she's crazy and like does some weird shit, like I like her the best because she's the one without reservation. And I even tried it too. Where it was like I would make TikToks and like I'd be wasty face and those would go viral because there was no filter. And so everything has been to get me to that point. I would love to, and I think that I'm there, and I think that that's why things are happening, but I'm not sure.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because you have no inhibitions, right? You don't care when you're in that state of openness.
Yeah.
And you let everything go. Your guards are down, and so you feel more free. Okay. So let's go back. So you had said that there's that fear that you felt. It was scary. It was danger, and it's also the fact that you don't like to feel naked, like being in the raw.
I like being naked, but I don't like being naked in front of people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And when we're talking naked, it's not
both.
In the physical. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Both.
Okay. And so in the literal sense of it, as well as in the metaphysical and spiritual sense. Okay. So I'm going to take you back to a time, right? We're going to go through your subconscious and we're going to go back to a time where you felt that there was this fear and this danger being naked, being in the raw, being naked. And this could be in any sense how your subconscious mind is taking it.
Okay.
So we're not going to actually put it to say it's the naked in the literal sense or just in the whole metaphorical sense. Okay. So I'm going to ask your subconscious mind. So she's just going to take you to close your eyes, sit back and relax. Take a deep breath in through your nose.
Hold on. Can I change the music? Because this is distracting me. Okay.
Yeah. You can lower the volume a little bit too, maybe.
Yeah. Why wasn't I using the microphone? Oh, because there was a lag.
There was a lag, you said.
There was a that's the chill one. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So close your eyes. Have your feet planted on the ground. Arms, legs uncrossed. Okay. Let's take a deep breath in through your nose. And a cleansing breath out through your mouth. Take another deep breath in through your nose. And as you take a cleansing breath out through your mouth, just relax your shoulders, your neck, your hips, your feet. And take another deep breath in through your nose. And as you send out that cleansing breath out through your mouth, just relax any part of your body that holds any kind of tension. And now just connect to the great I am. Look 300 feet above you, like looking towards your eyebrows. And imagine this bright white light of energy, of healing energy coming down, down, down through your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your stomach, your hips, your legs, your feet, and down, down, down to the center of the earth. And connect down to the center of the earth, Mother Gaia. From the center of the earth, now you feel this radiant, loving energy shooting right back up through the earth, for your feet, your legs, your hips, your stomach, your heart, your throat, your third eye, and your crown, and all the way back up to source. And now you're connected from up above and below. And you're connected 360 degrees around from your heart, from the energy from above as well as below. Okay. Now I'm going to get you to take another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. So now we're going to ask, is it all right with your unconscious mind for you to release the emotion of fear today and for you to be aware of it consciously?
Yeah.
What is the root cause of this problem? The first event, which when disconnected will cause a problem to disappear. If you were to know, was it before, during, or after your birth?
During.
Okay. Okay. Now I want you to float up above your timeline into the past, to the position above the event, facing the past. Remember, it's directly above the event, so you're looking down on the event. Now let me know when you're there.
I'm here.
Okay. Now ask your unconscious mind what it needs to learn from the event, the learning of which will allow you to let go of the emotions easily and effortlessly. Your unconscious mind can preserve the learning so that if you need them in the future, they'll be there. Just tell your unconscious mind to preserve the learnings. Now, float to position B. So you're above the event and before the event, and you are looking toward now. Make sure you're well before any of the chain of events that led to that event. And ask yourself, now, where are the emotions?
Gone.
Okay, good. Now float down inside the event to the position C of the event, looking through your own eyes, and check on the emotions. Are they there? Or have they disappeared? Now. Good. Go back to position B. Now come back to now above your timeline only as quickly as you can let go of all the fear on the events all the way back to now. Assume position B with each subsequent event. Preserve the learning and let go of the fear all the way back to now. Now come back to now above your timeline only as quickly as you can let go of all the fear on the events all the way back to now. Assume position B with each subsequent event. Preserve the learnings and let go of the fear all the way back to now. Float down into now and come back into the room when you're ready.
Okay.
Okay. You can open your eyes if you're back in the room, back into now. Okay. What's that? Smell popcorn?
Fuck. I always forget about the popcorn.
Gotta break your state. So let's test this. Okay. So close your eyes. Can you remember any event in the past where you used to be able to feel that old emotion? And go back and notice if you can feel it. Or you may find that you cannot. Good, come back to now. Gone?
I think there might be a difference.
Yeah. Okay, let's now future pace this. So now we can future pace this to even like when you're going to be at an event, you're going to be naked.
Okay.
And in whichever way your subconscious mind, again, is thinking it, so you don't have to think of it one way or the other. So I want you to go out into the future.
What's weird is I'm just remembering that I always picture people naked by accident. I'm never the one that's naked. Is that weird?
No. If that's what makes you feel comfortable and feeling
It
like
doesn't. I hate picturing people naked. I picture the worst people naked. It's so like very few people know that about me, that it's like I accidentally picture people naked and it's the worst one. So it's like the big giant men with the, and then like in my imagination, they have like microscopic little, it's weird. What is that? Why do I do that?
well, that could be your subconscious mind telling you about the whole nakedness aspect of it, right? That because again, everything that we see, our imagination is telling us. Then, if you don't like that in other people, then that means there's something about that you don't like in yourself.
So that means I'm a fat man with a microscopic thingy?
Well, no, not necessarily that not from the literal aspect of it, but because if that like makes you cringe, that makes you like, oh, or I don't want to see that. That's
Yeah.
the feeling that you're getting for yourself of being naked. Yeah.
Yo, what?
Because that's your subconscious mind telling you in a way that how you see the world. Like if you judge something.
Dude, I was naked my entire 20s. I was like a hoo-ha. Like, what? So I was ashamed of what I was doing while I was doing it? I'm confused.
No, but see, you were naked in your 20s in a literal sense naked. Not in the raw, vulnerable state naked.
Oh, yeah, I was never vulnerable. Oh, right? So I'm grossed out by being vulnerable. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, God, I hate this. Is the thing with working with you, man. You always like get me to see the things that I can't see, and I'm just like, damn it. Oh, okay. So I'm seeing myself when that's true, because the more everything that has to do with me being vulnerable, I'm like, ugh. I sound like Glorilla. I'm like, ugh, ugh.
Yeah. That's why we said we're not going to ask the literal mind from the unconscious mind from naked aspect to think about it from a literal aspect of the physical. It's going to do whatever it needs to. So whether that's physically naked or that's in the emotional, vulnerable naked.
Okay, can we also do something about my eyes? Because they're burning up.
Okay. So let's just future pace this first. Okay.
Okay.
And then so that way we're also putting it so that it takes it out. Okay. So now I want you to close your eyes. I want you to go out into the future to an unspecified time in the future, which if it had happened in the past, you would have felt inappropriate or unwarranted fear. And notice if you can find that old emotion. Or you may find that you cannot. Okay. Good. Come back to now.
Good.
Okay. See, because with emotions, we feel emotions only because we've experienced them before. So you feel fear today because you had an event, something happened, and you experienced fear. You felt the emotion of fear. So when we feel an emotion, it's actually living in the past. We're living now today of something that happened in the past because it's the only reason we remember that emotion, even though there's an event happening today. Because an emotion can't be felt in the future. You can't feel something before it's actually happened. That's why even when they say use your imagination and put your future self out there and imagine your future self, you're imagining your future self. You're imagining your future self as of today.
Wait, your microphone is getting really far away.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah. So you're imagining yourself as today.
Yeah. So whenever they say do a visualization and imagine your future self a year from today, who you are today, like a year from today, but put that person in the present. So when I imagine myself a year from today, I'm actually imagining her today. That's when they say now put that emotion of how you feel as if it's happened today. So you can only feel that emotion today as if it's while it's happening. You can't feel an emotion in the future.
Can't you like project it though?
No, what are you projecting to though? You're going to say, yeah, I'm going to feel happy. Like, but how do you know you're going to feel happy when something happens? You can say you're going to feel happy, you're projecting, but you can't truly feel happy until that moment happens. So you can't feel an emotion until you're in that moment. So you can't feel an emotion in the future. You can only feel an emotion today, which is attached to something happened in the past that is associated with that emotion. That's the only reason we know emotions. I only know anger because at one point in my life, I felt anger and there was something that happened to me. I wouldn't know anger if I've never experienced anger.
Okay.
And now in the future, how do I know like what event's actually going to make me angry? Because I could have been working on myself, and something that used to make me angry before in the future might not make me angry, but I don't know what feeling or emotion is going to happen before in the future.
I'm starting to see it. Sorry, it took you like 20 times to repeat it
That's
for me to start
okay.
understanding it.
That's your subconscious mind.
It really, like, I was trying, I'm like, huh? I felt like a monkey trying to like do math. I'm like, what?
Yeah. So that's the thing, is that that's why this mental emotional release work works, is because we're always releasing the emotions, because they're always connected to an event in the past. And when we're future pacing it, we can't feel the emotion anymore.
Oh my God.
So you don't feel
I forgot I was a tiny baby.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I was a tiny baby. I was like a minute, I like fit in a hand and I was small.
So you came out raw, you came out naked in this world.
I'm starting to have a disgust from that. Wow. Now I can remember that. Not remember, but recall it. And I'm like grossed out by it. So that's the memory. And it wouldn't have even come if we didn't just release that part so that I could feel it and see it. Oh, okay. Wow. Holy mother of... I'm sorry. Can I have a bathroom break? Like a 2-minute bathroom break?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Then you can tell people how they can meet and contact you. So I'm like... I feel like you just took my soul out and like smacked my ass a little bit and then put my soul back in, and you're like, you ready? And I'm like, can I have a bathroom break?
And that's kind of like when you're born, you get smacked for you to smack you.
Oh my God, of course I'm using the fucking example. Come on. You tell, I'm gonna go pee. You tell people how to contact you and what.
Oh my God, I love that. I love how that totally comes back into today's terminology, and even the fact that her using that term of being smacked around and then coming into the realization and waking up, because that's exactly what happens when you're first born, is you get smacked, or they pat you at least on the back to kind of and wake you up, or to make you cry, to make sure that everything's all okay. And so what we just did here was that we took an emotion or a feeling that Ana was feeling and kind of going, okay, why is this coming up for her? Why does she keep feeling fear when it's about vulnerability or about the connection? And so I needed her story. I needed her to tell me a whole bunch of things. So I picked up on the lingo, the words, the terminology, the feelings, the emotions that were coming up. And from that is where I was able to derive, okay, it's the fear. It's the fear of being seen. It's the fear of being emotionally vulnerable and being seen in that state. And because of that, that's what we were able to work with and say, okay, now we're going to take you back on your timeline. And so some of it may not have made sense to you because I've done this work with Ana before. So she understands when I kind of said, go back to the event or before the event. And so that's how she was able to kind of get to it. But so I, and I think Ana's going to add my Calendly link below the video too, so that you can, if you want to know more, you can definitely click on the link and book a 30-minute clarity call with me, and we can go from there. But I love this work. And I love, like, literally your face looks like it's just changed.
Yeah, it did, and that's what I was going to tell you. So the cool thing is when the reason why I love having you guys on here is because I am really sensitive and I'm like a sensitive psychic genius and I can break down and conceptualize what's actually happening. So before when we were first starting, I was sneezing a lot and I was having congestion issues on top of headaches, on top of distractions from what I was hyper focusing on, which is being in the center spotlight of my October 20th event, right? When you released it, I didn't feel it now, but I can feel it. I didn't feel it then, but I can feel it now that like the left side of my fascia is like releasing parts where it was really tense. I told you my eyes have been like burning because it felt like the fascia was like really tight and it just, like when something is swollen and raw around your eye, but the
Yeah.
whole thing was like that and it felt like it released. My symmetry is more back now. Like I can immediately tell that I'm smiling and I have more symmetry, and earlier it was more like lopsided. Well, I'm constantly like massaging my fascia and like moving it into place, but I get stuck when these things happen, and it literally went and like I'm way more relaxed. Like up here too, it was like super tight. Um, And even when I got back down, like my head has been like this the whole time, and it was like this instead. And those
Yeah.
are the subtle, the micro expressions that I see that change. It's not just my face that I see that changes and my body that I'm feeling that changes. Like there was also another part that was stuck behind my um shin, like behind my knee it was
Mhm.
stuck, and now it's
Yeah.
itching because it's unhinged and it's like releasing all of that tightness. My left foot was getting really tight and it wasn't moving forward and it was starting to develop aches. That's also like releasing. So there's a lot of ailments, sicknesses, things that happen on a regular. I will have blurry ass vision that won't let me work because my fascia's tightening itself, telling me, Anna, go drink water, go take care of yourself, go do these things, and I'm not being aligned with what I'm doing. So I'm trying to work like a workhorse while my body is telling me to take care of myself. That misalignment doesn't allow me to do what I need to do. So you come in and you're like, oh, let's remove the fear that's making that misalignment. And then I'm aligned and I feel better. I'm like, fudge. I woke up feeling like ass today, Pardeep. I'm so excited to have you. Yeah. The last week of every month, most of my coaches take off and I take off. That's like a lifestyle thing that everyone's doing. Well, I don't know if everyone, but my tribe. And I'm doing it too. But what's happening is I'm feeling like this, where it's like, what? I'm tight. And okay, I just have really good things. So thank you. Help me. Okay, so now can we remove that? Because now that I'm hyperly aware that I am a naked baby, I can see it and I'm still grossed out. I'm like, ugh, they spanked me. I'm naked. Why are they so rude?
So, okay, so then when you think about that, right? Remember, and I was talking about that, like literally when you went to the bathroom is
I was
you,
hearing.
okay, so you do spank the baby, like, or like spank it or not really truly like hit it, but like little pat it, because that's in a way to kind of rub it and wake it up and make sure that, okay, it cries, right? To know that.
I have always disagreed with that. There's
Yeah.
no reason why you should be spanking the baby as soon as it comes out. There are other ways. Why? I have a visceral reaction to this. This is insane. I feel like a toddler.
Yeah.
How dare you hurt my people? And my people are babies. I finally have something that I'm standing up for.
Remember, like you came from this like cocoon of warmth and like you're like swimming in this water bath, right? And now
I,
you come out and you're just like there's cold air, there's like noises, there's lights, there's
yeah.
people, and you're getting like smacked around,
All
new
around it just
reversals.
all around it just seems like mom loves me better and everyone else sucks. Okay, I need to get rid of that because it's holding me back.
Okay, so when that comes up for you, everyone sucks. Mom loves me, everyone sucks, right?
Mhm.
Where else now in your life did that come up for you?
Mom is safe, everyone else sucks. That's how it came out. So that belief is still there. It just metamorphosized into she's safe and everyone else is dangerous.
Okay.
That's
But
insane. Wow.
where now, say from ages of 0 to 6, 0 to 7, if you can remember, is there anything that has happened in that time where that was reinforced for you?
Many, many things.
What's
Yes.
the first memory that you recall?
You know this memory.
Okay. So then that makes sense, because with that memory, and again, ages 0 to 7, because that's when our channels are open. That's when everything we see, hear, sense, feel, all happening to us is from those ages of 0 to 7. And that's what we end up locking into our subconscious. And then we start seeing those patterns at 20, 30, 40 years old, when we're like, why does this keep happening? Why do these things happen? It's because now your subconscious is saying that you're ready to now bring this into the conscious, and you need to be aware of this and heal it, right? So it locked it in from the ages of 0 to 7. So 0 is also your birth. So again, it all transposes even to this fear, like you said, when you were born. So the fear was when you were not wanting to be seen vulnerable and raw. And now at the same stage, you have this feeling of like, it's not safe. I'm not safe. Okay. So now that's a limiting belief. So that's not even an emotion.
Ooh.
So that limiting belief, I'm not safe with anybody but my mom.
Oh! I'm gonna send. Oh, she's gonna love hearing this.
And does that resonate for you?
Yeah, there was a phrase that she would say and that we would repeat, and I believed it to be true because there's no love like mom's love, and like, but I think that that's a true thing, isn't it? I'm confused on what I did to myself.
I mean, yeah, there's never really a love like mom's love. That's the unconditional love, and it doesn't matter how you're grown up. Some people have like the most loving, healthy household, and some people don't have that necessarily, and they could have like abuse in their home, or a neglecting, like a mom who neglects them. But at the core of it, there is this connection to the mom.
Right.
And so there is nothing like that connection. How people see that, whether they see it as love, it can be in other forms too.
I think that somehow I made that in my wiring in my brain I thought it was nice of like, oh yeah, there's no love like mom's love. But I think now the wires have created like there's literally no love like mother's love in comparison. So it all sucks. And I don't want that.
Right. Yeah.
That's a disservice. Yeah.
Okay. So when, in your own words, is the limiting belief there's no love like mom's love? Or is it the fact that everyone else sucks and only mom's love is safe? Like, put it in your words. What is your limiting belief around that aspect of it?
Which one? Everyone else sucks except for mom. And there's no love like mom's love. Everyone else sucks. No love like mom's love. Everyone else sucks. I think it's everyone else sucks and no one else is safe other than mom.
Okay.
That's weird. I feel like they both do it, but I can't tell which one is more potent. Which one's driving I don't know.
Okay. Well, so everyone else sucks and no one else is safe like mom.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go with that first, and then we'll see if that helps clear that out. Okay. So this is going to be similar format, but this is now working on the limiting belief. Okay.
I'm so tired. You beat me up all the time.
It's okay. It's a good sparring we're having here. It's not a beat up.
This is like abuse. Okay.
It's a massage. It's not abuse. And sometimes massages hurt. They don't always feel like they're all.
Well, massages come with happy endings. Where's my happy ending?
It's coming. It's coming.
That's what they all say.
Exactly.
Sorry, I couldn't help
I
it.
think you were going to go there, but you went there.
Yeah. It's my show. I can do what I want.
No.
Oh man. Okay. Pardeep's not the inappropriate one. I am.
Okay. Let's get you grounded again.
Okay.
Okay.
This shit's hard. I want people to understand, like, I'm not like, oh yeah, Pardeep, let's work on me. I'm like, my nervous system is like, oh shit, this bitch is gonna fuck me up again. But it feels good afterwards because then I can do what I need to do. I just get tired for a day.
Her was running from me sometimes.
Yeah, I definitely come hiding from you.
Okay, so let's just take a couple of deep breaths in. Okay, so to get you back into your body, take a deep breath in through your nose, and a cleansing breath out through your mouth, relaxing your neck, your shoulders, your hips, and your feet. Take another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, just relaxing all and any tension that you may be holding in your body. And one last breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, just cleansing, clearing anything that you may be holding on to right now. Okay. Now, is it all right with your unconscious mind for you to release the limiting belief that everyone else sucks and no one else is safe like mom?
I didn't hear you.
I know that's weird because that noise came during that. So your subconscious is like not wanting to let that go. Weird when those noises happen. Okay, so let's go again.
I don't think I'll be safe without her.
Okay. So is it all right with your unconscious mind for you to release the limiting belief that everyone else sucks and no one else is safe like mom today, and for you to be aware of it consciously?
Yes.
Okay. What is the root cause of this problem? The first event which, when disconnected, will cause the problem to disappear. If you were to know, was it before, during, or after your birth?
I guess after.
Okay, if you were to know, what age were you?
8.
Okay, ask your unconscious mind and know that it said 8, but if there was an earlier time, what is the earlier time that
Born.
Born?
Yeah.
Born, okay.
She marked me.
Okay. Okay, so now I'd like to ask your unconscious mind to float up in the air above your timeline into the past and down into the event, right into the position. Notice what emotions are present, and also note if you are aware of the decision that was made there too.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Now float back up above the timeline and go to position B, well before the beginning of the event or any of the chain of events that led to that event, and turn and look toward now. Preserve the positive learnings. Now, where are the emotions and the decision? Did it disappear too?
Oh. Wow. Yes.
Okay. Float down inside the event to position C, looking through your own eyes, and check on the emotions. Are they there or have they disappeared? Now. Good. And the decision to, it disappeared. Good. Come back up to position B. And come back to now only as quickly as you allow all the events between then and now to reevaluate themselves in light of your new choices. And let go of all the negative emotions on those events. Assume position B. Observe the learnings. Let go of the emotions. And allow each event to reevaluate itself all the way back to now. And as you come back to now, I'd like your unconscious mind to allow you to notice at least 3 events where you could have the desired belief of knowing that everybody is safe, including your mom. But because of the decision, which we just deleted, you didn't notice the possibility. And now you can.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Just come back to now only as quickly as you allow all the events between then and now to reevaluate themselves in light of your new choices, and let go of all the negative emotions on those events. Pursue position B, preserve the learnings, and let go of the emotions, and allow each event to reevaluate itself all the way back to now. When you're back to now, you can come back into the room and open your eyes. Oh, good. Now, how do you feel about that old belief?
Yo, this was so sick. Wow.
What happened?
Okay, so wow, sorry, I'm like so processing, holy shit. Okay, so because I had Karina here the other day and she was like talking about love is like, and I knew this, I had it when I was younger, I just stopped caring about love, and so she like opened up that heart thing and I started feeling. And I always knew that like you're the love that you give is the love that you have within yourself. Like you can only love people because you love yourself, right? So I've always tried to do that, but I didn't realize in those developmental like I'm born stages, my wires got crossed to believe there's literally no love like mom's love because she programmed it, but then she reinforced it because she really did love me. Like, okay, so when I was born, before everyone was on conspiracy stuff, my mom was OG number one. She was like marking my little foot to make sure that she got that little mark back when she got the baby back, so I wasn't switched. She was like, she always did things like that to always keep an eye out. So it really got reinforced over and over and over. And the more dangerous things I experienced, the more it was solidified that she's the only one that like watches out and like cares and like all that.
Wow.
And it started though because I'm fresh out of the womb and my parents loved me so much. The fear of being smacked around made me immediately dependent on how emotionally attached to their love I was. So picture this, right? Let me explain what the fuck happened. Oh, this is such a good example. Okay. So it's kind of like the ghetto people when they get a dog, especially like they get a pit bull, they love to do this shit. It's so fucked up, but this is what babies being born in the US is like, and it makes sense why we're all so fucked up. So, sorry, there's just a lot of information coming all at once. So you're basically, when you have a puppy and it's been born to a mother, you want to break that bond and reignite the bond with you. So you put the baby in a plastic bag and you hang it from a tree all isolated by itself all night. And then in the morning, you open the bag as it's being reborn in your mommy. It's naturally, instantly connected to you. And these ghetto motherfuckers at the hospital beat the shit out of you. And then they hand you your parents that are like, oh my God, but that connection was already there. So it made me even more dependent on it. Like I needed it to breathe. And I don't think I was ever aware of it until now, because you made me very aware that I chose them. They didn't choose me, and I don't need their love. It's we love each other. And I had love before I was born. I had me before I came here. it's not my love doesn't exist because they love me. Love exists because I have it. That was fucking gangster.
That's
That
awesome. That's
was
amazing.
so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. And that's amazing that you came to that, because it is so true. Because we do come into this life with, we are love. We are the I am. That's all we are, because that's all we know. We don't know anything yet. It's afterwards is when we start getting everything imprinted in us from family and school and friends and environments and churches and
Oh
everything.
my God. Because if I have this, I'm sure everybody, like a lot of people do. And it's literally like it's being born. It's not anyone's fault. It's literally being born, smacked, and then being handed to your loving parents, which is supposed to be okay. But somehow this messes the wiring. Dude, and I always felt like it was so unjust the way that they treat babies. And it makes sense because my block was here. That's wild. And my visibility block came from thinking I'm like a baby out in the world and I don't trust anybody. I would have lived my life so lonely.
Well, or you would have been like, "Where's mom? I need mom to feel safe. Like I need
Well, and
her."
it's happened. No, when I went to China in 2019 for the little pew pew before it like became global and everyone got sick. Um, I called her. I was 24, I think, or 23, no, 23 or 24. And I didn't feel comfortable going to China. I already had my visa. I already had the plane ticket. I already had everything. I was ready to go, but I needed to hear her say, it's okay that you go. And I always bothered me because they all raised me to be hyper, like super independent and not need that. And here I am at 20 something asking mommy if it's okay if I go on a fucking field trip. And I was like, what is this? This is beneath me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So it's not anyone's fault. It's just something that happened. The wiring got messed up, but we cleared it up and I don't have to live like that anymore.
Yeah.
I can't imagine all the things that was trickling into.
And that's the thing a lot of people don't realize, is that sometimes it's not things that have actually happened to us, right? It's the fact that how our subconscious takes it in, and it's doing it to protect us. And what it's doing to protect us at that time is still protecting us when we're older, but we actually don't need it to protect us. So now it's actually doing the opposite.
Right. That's
And
what it felt like.
we end up doing that in our own subconscious mind to do that. And then what happens is we don't know why even that happens. And that's why it's very important to always go back to the ages of 0 to 7. And when we say 0, that's even up to from conception and even before, because it could even mean past lives or past generations, because it's your soul. We're talking about your soul and how it chose to come into this. And so whatever it may have experienced to that point. And at 7 is when the innocence and everything else kind of opens up, and now you're open to the world and the energies of everything else that comes in and that you're connected to. So it's, yeah, but that was big, because I mean I could see like even on your face like the tears, like there was like this sadness and this kind of like, oh my God, I'm seeing and feeling and experiencing this.
Yeah, because it was like I was witnessing my mom's love for me, and it's so beautiful. It made me cry, and I'm like, why would I want to like let this go? But then seeing that it's not what makes me, and that I'm not dependent on it, I was like, wait, I had this all on my own by myself. I just get to appreciate this. Oh my God, I think it's gonna be.
Yeah.
This is what like I've been trying to grasp, but unable to truly attain.
So let's future pace this so that the belief that you want is that everyone is safe, including your mom, right? And so the belief that you had was that everyone else sucks besides the mom. So I want you to go out into the future.
Is it terrible if I pee again?
You did a lot of releasing. That's good. I mean, peeing is a source of releasing. So
okay, here's your commercial again, Pardeep. Oh shit, wrong one.
Oh my God. Love Anna. She's amazing. Yeah. So, and even her doing this, her wanting to go pee on a regular basis, this is her body's way of expelling and releasing, because this is heavy energy work that we don't even realize that it is happening. And so when she's technically detoxing when we're doing this. And so her having to go pee, even her yawning when we were doing the session, and her yawning is a way of releasing. And so when you do energy work, there could be multiple different things that happen. So you could be burping, you could be sneezing, coughing, yawning, crying even. And sometimes it's just tears, and you don't feel like that it's like a sadness emotion, but they're just tears coming down. And again, also peeing, right? So those are all different ways of releasing energy and releasing the work, because you've been holding on to it so tight. Your body's like, oh, I finally get to let that go. So.
Yeah, because I just used the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like twice.
Yeah.
So in less than an hour.
Yeah. And you weren't doing any drinking of water while we were on the call.
Like, I did do one cup of water.
But okay.
No, not a lot.
But
just one cup of water.
Yeah. So, but that, I mean, and that happens.
And the whole time I was peeing, I was like, burp. I keep burping.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And that's important, is to allow it to happen. So don't hold it in, right? Like if it's a yawn, don't hold the yawn in. If it's a burp, like let it happen, because that's your body's way of releasing now all the stuff that you've now brought into the awareness and clearing, and it's clearing it out of your physiology, out of your cells, right? And letting it go, because we store everything in our cells.
Like DNA, like a computer.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready. Yeah. I am ready.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I want you to go out into the future to an unspecified time in the future that would be most appropriate. And imagine a time when something like this could happen again. And how do you react? Okay? Good. Come back to now.
Yeah. So even with my sister, she did the same thing and fought with the doctors and nurses because everyone wants to cut you. And she refused. So it's like 15 hours later, by herself, she had a natural birth for both Ruby, my sister, and I. And I'm able to see that with appreciation without feeling like I owe her.
Mm.
That's the difference. And it feels good. That's so much less pressure.
Yeah.
No wonder my sister looks at me weird, because my mom can troll me. She can be like, she can tell me some fear mongering or something weird, and I'll second guess myself, and no one can do that except for her. And my sister will look at me like, what's wrong with you? Why do you let that happen? But yeah, okay, I could feel that and appreciate it without feeling like I owe her. That's massive.
Ah.
I've never had that.
That's big. But now, how do you feel about people seeing you in your vulnerability and your
like I don't owe them anything?
Yeah.
That's taking time to subside and get comfortable, but I can see it, and my body's like letting it go. I don't owe them. Like all of a sudden, like them looking is like their problem. That's weird. It's their problem? How is it a problem? I never even looked at it like a problem. It was like all of a sudden their problem that they're looking at me. Like, that's good. That's progress.
That's good. Yeah.
Even like the way I'm smiling, if I look at my face now to how it was earlier smile was like, eh, and then this smile is like super relaxed.
Yeah. And see, and you're not even wearing the hat anymore, so that hiding also is gone. The hat's gone too.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God.
Yeah, I love this work, especially when you can see the transformations happening like instantly. And that's only one, like literally one motion and one limiting belief we worked on, but one area.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we are, and you know this, we're like layers of an onion. So you work on one area of life or one area of what you're working through, but then something else is going to get uncovered now, right? Later down. And you're just like, oh, okay, now I've solved this problem. But like now there's all these other things that are kind of brewing, that are wanting to kind of shift out of, and then something else might now come up that's going to be in your awareness that you're like, I need to release this.
Well, and the thing is it's ever changing because you get to become what you want to become. That's what I'm realizing about this. There's a layer of like releasing false narratives and stories like we're doing right now, but there's also a layer of like kind of manipulating yourself into believing what you want to believe and seeing what you want to see as proof in your history to make you a different person. It's really weird. It's like there's like this energy work for cleansing and like being revamped, and then there's energy work for like psychopathically like mind hacking yourself.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for today. I'm hoping that we have it this regularly. I think we're trying to make it regular. So for anyone that is watching, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and go ahead and click on Pardeep's link. It's always going to be in the description so that you can actually have a clarity session with her and see how she might be able to help you. She and many others are my secret weapons, and I'm now bringing them up to you guys so you guys can see how I'm able to do everything. And it's not because I'm superhuman or that I'm better than anyone. It's that I have a bunch of superheroes that are literally, I work on other people this way, and I have these people that are working on me this way as well, so that I can keep going and help other people. It's really cool. Anyways, so we're getting more, whatever. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. I'm still like, the energy work, it's like my brain feels like, like, it's their problem. Guys, it's your problem right now. Sorry, I'm still beside myself. I need to go process this. So hopefully I can have like intros and outros so that I don't ramble like this anymore. Until next time, like, share, subscribe, and you know what to do. Thank you. Oh, don't forget, October 20th is my live event. I'm sharing all of this because you're going to see me lose my mind and get it right with the help of Pardeep and others. That's so nice. Okay, bye.